a bay bon service dans la communauté. Adresse 1939 Dorchester Avenue, en face Ashmont Station. Yo spécialisé dans accident machine. Relais dans 617 282 5800 617 282 5800. Nous avons avec nous avocat John qui est dans le studio. Avocat John, ça passé?
Ça passé, Harold. Merci beaucoup. Regardez, ça a eu un accident machine. Relais-nous 617 282 5800. Avocat John avec avocat Réginald Blanchard. C'est pas pour date. N'a pas travaillé pour vous.
C'est pas pour date.
Comme vous entendez, si vous faites accident machine, relais avocat John, relais avocat Réginald Blanchard. 617 282 5800.
C'est pas pour date.
C'est pas pour date, Harold. Merci beaucoup. Regardez, ça a eu un accident machine. Relais moi-même, relais avocat Réginald Blanchard avec avocat John avec avocat Réginald Blanchard. Ça tout même bagaille. Relais Kounia, relais Jodia. 617 282 5800. 617 282 5800. Bureau en face Ashmont, 1939 Dorchester Ave. Relais Kounia, n'a pas travaillé pour vous.
C'est pas pour date.
Hello, Avocat John. Let's call.
Avocat John is in the house.
You think anybody's gonna be home at Schmied? You think Schmied?
Should be.
Let's see.
When you call,
We know the number.
you
I
got
gotta
many
do
ways
phone.
to reach him, right?
I got a lot of ways, but let's try the obvious way first. 617.
See?
282 2000. Let's see if anybody's home over there. I hope they're home. If they're not home, that's a problemo. Are they home? Oh no. They might not be home. No. They're not home.
Nobody's home.
Nobody home.
Nobody's home.
All right, then we gotta try. I'm not gonna give up that easy. We'll try the special number. If the special number doesn't work, then I'm just gonna have to talk. So hopefully the special number will work. But if the special number doesn't work, then we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, special number. I can do the 617, but then the rest.
I'll be back.
You'll be back. You'll be back. It's tea time. Let's see if anybody's home. Let's see if my man Guy is home. If he's not home, he won't be home. We'll play some music. I'll do some talking if he's not home. Uh-oh, he might be striking out.
Either way, nobody's home.
There's nobody home. We're striking out.
No luck.
We're 2 strikes. That's only 2 strikes. We're not totally stricken out yet. We're not struck out yet. We're not struck out. But we're going to play the promo anyway, because it's Better Life.
I feel good.
Better Life Physical Therapy, 1096 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester. Téléphone 617 282 2200. Ou même qui fait accident machine ou tomber dans le travail, slip and fall. C'est Better Life Physical Therapy. Nous avons jeudi avec nous M. Guy Barthélemy qui est directeur Better Life Physical Therapy. M. Guy Barthélemy qui sont caddy communautaire.
Bon, je salue vous-même à dans Better Life Physical Therapy. Nous traitons tout le monde qui fait accident machine, tomber dans le travail. Et puis ça qui est plus important, nous parler créole en dedans. Nous avons expérience et nous sommes marché depuis longtemps.
Merci. Et puis avec nous, Avocat John. Avocat John, sans penser.
Moi, c'est Avocat John, Zami, Better Life. Moi, approuvé, message ça.
Merci, comme vous entendez, Better Life Physical Therapy. Adresse là, 1096 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester. Téléphone 617 282 2200. Comme nous on dit, en dans Better Life Physical Therapy, c'est ça qu'on fait. Make people feels good.
So good. I got you.
Well, we struck out. That was 2 I don't really say I was struck out. I was 2 strikes. 2 strikes, not 3. 2 strikes, but that's close enough. We didn't quite strike out. That's why I had to play the promo, Better Life. They're good over there, 617 282 2000. Very close to my number, Avocat John, 617 282 5800. You know me, you know them. We all work together. Nous travaillons ensemble. They're a great place. I like to think we're a good bureau avocat. So anytime you got question, accident machine, or gotta pick up my pen. Anytime you got question about accident machine, Moi-même, 617-422-5800. Moi-même, avocat John avec avocat Réginald Blanchard. C'est pas pour date. Longtemps, nous travaillons ensemble. On also fait bankruptcy, chapitre 7, chapitre 13. Real estate, acheter kai, vendre kai, loyer kai, income tax. Any questions? People always actually call me about immigration. That's one thing we don't do. Nous pas fait ça. Nous pas fait immigration. But the good news is I know a couple other lawyers that are very good. So even if you have a question about something we don't do, capable de moi m'a passé, si me connais l'autre monde that I have confiance, m'a passé information li, m'a contact li. If you have the questions about something that we cannot help you with. But just so you know, maybe we can help you. So, relez-nous, 617-422-5800. Accident machine, very important to, après un accident machine, it's very important to get the information of the other vehicle. That's very important. When you get information from the other vehicle, it's very, very important. Ça trop important. You have to get the important information. Just fais une photo plaque l'autre machine if you want. Fais une photo plaque l'autre machine. And then avec tes informations, capable ouvrir toute case avec chercher information from the plaque of the other car. That really helps out. Si nous gagnons a little tea information, capable faire toute bagaille. If you have no information, I still might be able to do something, but it's more challenging. So any information you have, I'll put in an accident machine. Now, sometimes it's hard to get. Sometimes, hopefully not, but maybe you might be in an ambulance or maybe you don't have the time. Yeah, I guess the only good news in that situation, if it's ambulance involved and stuff like that, there's a much better chance there'll be a police involved, and then you can get the police report at some point. So, but if it's just some type of little accident and, a relatively little accident where the police do not show up, your only chance to get the information from the other car is right there, right here, right now, as we say. It's right there, right then. There and then. Après ça, if you come to me like a week later, a month later, 2 weeks later, 2 days later, 6 months later, hey, I tell you, hey, what happened? Oh, yeah, I had an accident machine. Oh, interesting. What happened? Oh, yeah, l'autre monde frappé machine in the back there, yeah. I say, oh, interesting. That's you okay? He said, yeah, it's kind of okay. Treatment, whatever. I said, what about the other machine? What about the other machine? Pas connaît. What do you mean, pas connaît? Ou pas changer information avec mon après accident? Non, pas gain temps pour ça. Ou nous aller, venir, whatever. That doesn't work because then you know what? There's no police report. You don't know who the other car is. That's what we call a little problemo. So try to stick around at least long enough to changer information if you can. If everybody's kind of cool, calm, and collected. I know sometimes people get a little excited after an accident if there's situations where you don't really feel you can talk to the person too much, and I mean that happens too. I recommend calling the police. Sometimes the police don't show. They're just going to tell you, hey, we're busy, changer information. That happens. I'm not saying that's right, but that happens. So then, at the very minimum, write down the license plate of the other vehicle. Take a photo of the other vehicle and try to figure out what might be going on. You have a question. You got question? I got answers, hopefully.
Because this morning there is a fan of your show
Oh, interesting.
who called and asked me.
I didn't know we had any fans. I didn't know anybody was listening.
You know that you are a fan?
One fan, 2 fans. I know I got you. You're my biggest fan.
When you go to the radio concert, you see how many people who want to hear from you?
That's true. Pal. That's true. That is true.
Sac passé,
Napolé.
When I say, who is that? I said, John.
That's John.
Avocat John.
C'est ça, garçon. C'est ça.
Yes. So, attendez, non. Question que li pose non? Should I say it in English or should I say it in Creole?
If you pas comprendre, then you gotta repeat it in anglais.
Okay,
Nous parlons créole encore, but if I don't understand, I say,
non, ce qui veut dire, il y a un monde qui te prête machine. Somebody that she buy a car, et puis moun nan prend même 7 tickets avec machine nan. Et puis, ticket qui coûtait presque $900.
So she lent a car to
somebody.
Li prêtait car, li prêtait machine, et l'autre monde cherchait $900
And
in
the
ticket.
person keep getting tickets.
Oh,
Took about 7 or 9 tickets. Totaling $900.
ça pas bon. That's not good.
That's what I told her. That's
Yeah,
not good.
that's
But
not
now
good.
she want to find out, can she apply for the Chapter 13 or something? I say, I don't know. I will ask John a question, but you need to owe more or something, eh?
Well, a couple things, yeah. So first of all, you need to owe more. Second of all, you're talking about the gouvernement when you're talking about tickets. You're talking about civil. You're talking about either a city or town, city of
Okay.
Boston.
C'est gouvernement, on parle
So the
gouvernement.
government makes the rules. So the government doesn't let you take their money. That's the government. So you're right. It's too little to file bankruptcy for, but you couldn't include it in a bankruptcy anyway, parce que that is a government debt.
But how much money you need to owe to file for bankruptcy?
I mean, it depends. If it's chapitre set, it really depends. I mean, a lot of people we see.
What's the minimum for Chapter 7?
Honestly, the minimum that we usually see is 20 000, 30 000. That's
Okay,
usually
20,000, 30,000.
that's usually the minimum.
Okay.
And then, there are limits is also how high it can go up. I mean, if it's too high, you have another issue. But it's usually around that range. Because honestly, if it's less than that, if it's $7,000, you can probably faire un arrangement pour payer that. If you only owe 5 000, 7 000, then why are you gonna pay, to faire bankruptcy and do a bankruptcy when you could almost just pay the same, pay it off. So it has to be a certain amount to make it worthwhile. I mean, it could be 15 000, but even at 15 000, a lot of people are like, no,
So
John.
900 is too little.
Yeah, parce que you va payer plus pour do the bankruptcy. You're going to pay more. Plus, you wouldn't be able to eliminate those tickets.
Yes.
In my opinion, I'll have to do a little research, but I'm not sure you can eliminate parking tickets. That's a
So-
government debt.
The person that took all those tickets also responsible too.
Well, I mean, that's like I say. I mean, the real story is you kind of have to make decisions about who it is, who you're dealing with, right? I mean, that's more of a life issue. And maybe it's somebody that you have to deal with because it's your family or they're dependent on you, or maybe you're putting choice to deal with a person like that. But my question is, if you have, I mean, just my opinion, if it was me, if I have a choice, if that's somebody that I have no choice, whatever. It's just, hey, John, this is your cause. This cause.
If you have a choice.
Right. Hey, John, this is your cause. You have no choice. This guy just came here from New Mexico. He don't know nothing. You're his only cause in town, and you just got to take care of him until he can figure things out. I'm like, all right, you know what? I really don't even like this guy, but this is my cause. I got no choice, really, unless I just want to tell my family, don't want to say any bad words, but if I want to tell my family, get out of here, I don't have time for you. I probably wouldn't do that because maybe what if I go to New Mexico and he's my only cause there and I need help? So I probably would say, okay. But if it's a choice you have, if it's some kind of vagabond who thinks they're your zami, but they're really a vagabond, you don't need to be their friend. They don't need to be your friend. They're just
It's too dangerous.
They're just being a little, not really. Then I would say, excusez-moi, but nous pas prêter machine moi, nous pas prêter cob. I mean, listen. How many times? Oh, you're busy. You're populaire. But how many times, Harold? Do we? How many times do we have people that say, "Hey, vous prêtez cob, vous prêtez." You know what? Si vous prêtez l'argent, you know what? Wa payer l'argent. That's my personal opinion. And not only wa payer l'argent, wa payer zami. So I would never ever recommend prêter cob. Si vous prêtez cob, wa prêtez l'argent, wa payer l'argent, wa payer zami. So that's just me. You can kind of do your own thing. A lot of times I don't even have the money to lend. On pas gagner l'argent pour prêter. But even if I did, on pas fait ça. Parce que it's going to be a problem. You can see what kind of problem it's going to be. You're not going to get the money back, and whoever it is, that's not going to be your friend anymore. So I really wouldn't do it. That's just me. You do what you want, but sometimes you just gotta be the unpopular one. Sometimes you gotta just say pas prêter cob. Like I was saying, si vous prêtez cob, Harold, wa payer l'argent. Si vous prêtez l'argent, wa payer l'argent, wa payer amis. That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
So pas prêter l'argent. Usually I don't have the l'argent to prêter, but even if I did, I don't do it because you're gonna lose it. And then I'm going to lose you as my friend. I'm going to lose the money of my friend. So
you don't want that to happen.
I'm going to say no. And then the person's going to complain, you're not my real friend. No. So, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but sometimes I just got to parler direct.
Not much you can do.
That's it. Just parler direct.
The only person you can call for whoever is doing that
is Avocat Namo.
Avocat?
Namo.
Negmon?
No, Avocat Namo. You know what's it?
Avocat Namon? Avocat Mon?
Avocat Mon.
We're not going there.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
No, we're going.
Wrong number, Satan. Wrong number. It's a throwback. Paguet Jésus c'est clair pour tout le monde.
Do you remember that song?
Paguet pot qui va
Paguet pot.
Jésus c'est pour
listen
tout.
to it so you can sing better. Paguet pot.
Let's go. Let's just cue it up and go and sing to it.
Attention! This guy don't listen.
We don't have time. Nous pas de temps pour ça.
Jésus c'est clair.
Clé qui a ouvert toute porte.
Jésus c'est clair.
Paguet pot qui a fermé devant Jésus. Jésus c'est clair pour toute porte.
Paguet pot qui a fermé devant Jésus. Jésus c'est clair pour toute porte.
Yes!
Faire confiance pour qu'à délivrer. Comme ça, tu vois qu'à offrir pour vous.
Chantez!
Jésus c'est clair. Il c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair.
Toute porte qui ferme par l'ouvert au nom de Jésus.
Jésus c'est clair.
Jésus c'est clair.
Quittez Jésus ouvert porte par là.
Jésus c'est clair.
C'est lui-même qui est clé.
Jésus c'est clair.
Pas de porte qui a fermé devant Jésus.
Jésus c'est clair pour toute porte.
Chantez nana.
Dans la vie, pour ça, tu varé.
Oui.
Tout compte fait doit pas ouais pour passer. Jésus c'est clair qui ouvre toute porte. Mais confiance dans lui pour ouvrir pour vous.
Chantez avec nous.
Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair.
Bonne clé, mon Dieu.
Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair. Jésus c'est clair.
Ami parfait à Dieu.
Jésus c'est clair.
Quittez, mon Dieu, ouvert porte là pour vous.
Jésus c'est clair.
Arrêtez dehors sans attendre.
Jésus c'est clair.
Pas de deux, pas de trois, c'est lui-même.
Il a fermé devant Jésus. Jésus c'est clair pour toute porte.
Yes!
Là où malade, donc t'es condamné. Jésus c'est clair pour toute porte. Une bonne Jésus pour qu'à délivrer.
Et 2 minutes.
Pour guérison à ouvrir pour vous.
Votre maladie, votre souffrance, votre charge, maladie sucre, problème d'idée, côté cancer, côté prostate, pas qu'à faire petit. Monsieur, voyons, femme de non. Bateau sous l'eau, nous prenons la beau port. Aïe! Mes amis. Donnez-les. 27 secondes qui étaient. Attention, John. Qui téléphone? John, qui téléphone? John.
617, T82, 58, 00. And you didn't say 857. Merci beaucoup. 617, 282, 58, 00. Merci beaucoup, Howard. Merci beaucoup. Now, c'est semaine prochaine. Merci encore.
617, 282, 58.
Jésus, oh méchant.
Wap koute radio.